Donald Trump was having a meltdown at midnight as all hell has been breaking loose throughout the world. Trump decided to call into a right-wing propaganda network called Real America Voice. It was quite the deranged interview that he gave. More on that in a moment. But all hell is breaking loose throughout the world. A Libyan oil refinery was hit repeatedly by drones last night. It's unclear the origin of the drones, but it does seem the war is now spreading into Libya. And as you know, Saudi Arabia has been hit hard by the Houthis. The Houthis also struck within areas of Yemen controlled by the Saudi-backed forces there. It does also appear that another tanker was hit in the Strait of Hormuz. And this, as we are learning how Donald Trump hid in a catering container back on July 8th. When he snuck out of the old Air Force One in Ankara, Turkey, following the NATO summit because he was terrified that Iran was going to shoot down the old Air Force One. So Trump allowed the press to remain on the old Air Force One as it traveled back to the UK. Trump snuck out and he hid in a catering container. Yes, the so-called leader of the free world, or what used to be the leader of the free world, the most powerful military in humankind, hiding in a catering container as it is moved to another military plane. And Trump took that military plane with Pete Hegseth to fly to the United Kingdom. And then he pretended he was aboard the old Air Force One with the press. So utterly despicable. But here's what Donald Trump was doing at midnight right before he called into this right-wing propaganda network, Real America Voice. He was posting horrific racist images, AI memes like this. Pocahontas and Abdul, which he puts in quotes, want to take your stuff and crash the economy. Seems like Donald Trump is talking about himself there. I mean, he can do all the racist memes that he wants, but Donald Trump is behaving and has behaved like Stalin, like a communist from the Oval Office, and he is crashing the economy currently. And may I also add that he's hiding in catering containers. That's what a pathetic weak weasel that he is. Donald Trump also posting this image of Abdul El-Sayed. They are coming for your home and your belongings, Donald Trump says. Again, more racist fear-mongering by Donald Trump. He then posts this. Iran has no money, Donald Trump says. Well, Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz right now, okay? And you can claim that you control the strait and that you're doing deals with them, but Iran does not even want to have any further communications with you at all. As we reported yesterday on the MeidasTouch network, Iranian leadership has now made it clear they do not want to even have discussions with Donald Trump or the United States until 2029, when Donald Trump is out of office. And yesterday, the Ayatollah Mojtaba announced that he was bringing in a lot of the hardliners to take key positions within the IRGC, kind of naming a new team to surround him. A lot of people that we've been talking about before, but making it very clear that Iran is not backing down. And these appointments by the Ayatollah showing that Iran is getting ready for a long-term war with the United States. And while diplomacy is always available, I suppose, Iran is pretty much saying this ain't going to happen until Donald Trump is out of office. So with all of that as background, and let me add one more time, with Trump hiding in catering containers, how weak and pathetic can you be? Donald Trump calls into this right-wing propaganda network, Real America Voice, and Donald Trump starts whining and complaining. Do you want to hear Trump's? I don't want to hear Trump's voice this morning. So let me tell you what he was saying, though. He's like, the Iranians, they always agree with me that they want to do a deal, but then they go out and they declare to the media that they didn't do one. They said they did a deal. Then they say they don't even talk to me. Why are they doing this? Donald Trump was saying on the right-wing propaganda. How pathetic. Then Donald Trump tells Real America's Voice, look, I am in a negotiation phase with the Iranians, okay? We're negotiating. We really are. And their negotiators, they're very cunning and they're very sly. That's how I think about them. They're very cunning and they're very sly. Then Donald Trump says, but look, they're begging. The Iranians are begging me for a deal, and we hold all of the cards, okay? They don't hold any of the cards. We control the Strait of Hormuz 100%. The strait is open, except for a few occasional mines. That's it. And remember yesterday, Donald Trump, during that deranged Oval Office press conference, claimed the United States was able to sweep all the mines out. We had our minesweepers, and he just makes things up, like just everything out of the guy's mouth is a liar. It's like, we got rid of all of the mines. No, we didn't. We didn't get rid of any of the mines. What are you talking about? When you brought the George H.W. Bush supercarrier, you had to go around Africa because you were afraid to put a U.S. supercarrier through the Red Sea because you were afraid of the Houthis. That's what happened with that supercarrier. And now you have the USS Abraham Lincoln that's been out there. It's going to be starting to approach 300 days. Morale is at an all-time low. These strategic petroleum reserves are under 300 million barrels right now. And we've hit tank bottom there. Our munitions have run out. We've run out of weapons right now. And you're just imagining that we have minesweepers in the Strait of Hormuz, you pathetic loser who hides in catering containers. Here's what he said about the minesweepers. Here, let's play this clip.
The mines, we've mineswept the entire strait, as you probably maybe heard, maybe you didn't hear, but we control the strait 100%. Now, can they make trouble? Yeah, they can make trouble. But they're broke. They have no money. Iran is broke.
Here's what NBC News is reporting as well. U.S. military officials told Donald Trump that any operation to seize control of the Strait of Hormuz will be long, costly, and bloody, with no guarantee of success. To which U.S. officials then said to NBC that Donald Trump, after hearing this, said, we really need to negotiate a deal. We really want to do a deal really badly. But I guess for Donald Trump, that means posting AI memes of himself stealing the valor of our military, wearing a 4-star military general outfit in an AI meme with General Patton and General MacArthur, who I don't think they would be hiding in catering containers and not going aboard Air Force One. Hard to say that you're winning and that America is very strong when the commander-in-chief of the United States, the commander-in-chief of the United States Army is hiding and crouching down in catering containers because they're that terrified of being killed by Iran. I mean, it's so utterly pathetic. This is what it looked like. Libya's National Oil Corporation says a drone attacked the Zawiya oil blending plant. Take a look at what this looked like. Here, play this clip. Take a look at the aftermath of the Wild Berries warehouse in the Tula Oblast in Russia after a strike by Ukraine right here. You can see for yourself what it looks like. Remember, these Wild Berry logistical centers are like an Amazon, like Russia's Amazon is called Wild Berries. And Ukraine, and they're logistical centers, and Ukraine says that they're also used for weapons manufacturing and used for the Russian military. Take a look right here at the strike by Ukrainian drones. You can see it burning down. Play this clip.
Все очень плохо. Это ВБ. Через него я на мойку ездил. Теперь не поеду.
I'll show you some B-roll right here of Ukrainian drones attacking the Wild Berries warehouse in the Voronezh area right over here. I do want to share this with you as well. With all of Donald Trump hiding and being in catering containers, I just wanted to show you this. And we know, sadly, the cancer has spread for former President Biden. We heard from Hunter Biden about what's going down. But just take a look at former President Biden visiting a restaurant, spreading joy the other day. Here, play this clip.
I miss you.
Meanwhile, a statement out of Moscow: we consider Ukraine's provocations against Belarus an attack on us. Ukraine is trying to expand the conflict by dragging Belarus into it, Moscow says. And then Moscow also claiming it shot down, or Russia claims it shot down more than 230 drones heading towards Moscow within a 24-hour period is what they're saying right there. So we'll keep you posted every step of the way. I really didn't want to hear Trump's voice this morning, so that's why I just read it to you what he said. Let me know what you think. Well, I played the one clip of him with the minesweepers, but other than that, you get your copy of WTF America. Let me know what you think about it. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers.
Hey, if you want the full story, how democracy got here and how we take it back, pre-order our new book, WTF America, today. Just scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Let's do this.